A lot of pretty faces could waste my time, but you're my dream girl. You make flowers grow, you make the flowers grow, you make the stars collide. And I don't know what I did to be lucky like this, but it sure feels fine. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, yeah. Oh my, baby, baby, you're mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. She's a queen, the realest one anyone ever seen. And if it turns out I'm asleep and don't wake me up from this dream, I mean, if I'm keeping it real about how we came to be, I ain't do nothing to deserve you, but I keep you by any means. Because nobody's like you, nobody can compare to that shine inside of your eyes. And that way you play with your hair, it's the way you keep it 100. I trusted you with my heart. Could've torn me to pieces, but had my back from the start. It makes me sick to imagine you without me by your side. No other person can give you half of this love I can't provide. I'm passionate about your happiness. If I need to remind you to ration up on my madness, I'm happy to tell you why. Cause I see what you do when you're not thinking. I'd be a damn fool if I let you slip. Yeah, if I let you slip out my grip. And I'm never trying to control you, but I can't take that risk. Not with this. Once in a lifetime, sports and a prime time. I save a lifeline, right place and right time. And I'm unworthy of your treasure, but I'm working under this pressure to keep you in forever. Cause you're rock solid, definition of loyal, elegant, empathetic, and enigmatically royal. You get on my damn nerves, bring my blood to a boil. But your heart is where my home is, your soul exists in my soil. I got deep feelings for you, I'm not afraid to show it. We've been nurturing this love we were searching for, so let's grow it. We were meant to be together forever, we both know it. If this is my chance of being your lover, I'm not gonna blow it. Cause I see what you do when you're not thinking. I'd be a damn fool if I let you slip. Yeah, if I let you slip out my grip. And I'm never trying to control you, but I can't take that risk. Not with this. Once in a lifetime, sports at a prime time. I save a lifeline, right place and right time. And I'm unworthy of your treasure, but I'm working under this pressure to keep you in forever. Cause I see what you do when you're not thinking. I'd be a damn fool if I let you slip. Yeah, slip out my grip. And I'm never trying to control you, but I can't take that risk. Not with this. No. Yeah. No, I can't take that risk. Not with I see what you do when you're not thinking. I'd be a damn fool. Cause you got me straight up hooked. Feeling nothing of love, sense of humor and empathy, kindness, all the above. Girl, you the total package. You got every box checked, but it's the way you treat others that really got my respect. Don't get me wrong, girl, you're the mom and I couldn't settle for less. But it's that muscle in your chest that truly got me possessed. I got your heart inside my hand and I'm holding a firm grip. Nobody like you even close, so I'm never gonna let you slip. Cause I see what you do when you're not thinking. I'd be a damn fool if I let you slip. Yeah. Slip out my grip and I'm never trying to control you, but I can't take that risk. Not with this. No. No, I can't take that risk. Not when I see what you do when you're not thinking. I'd be a damn fool if I let you slip. Yeah, I don't like the person that I am when I hurt you. Cause in those moments I desert you. And I realize I don't deserve you. No, I don't deserve you. But I'm praying on my knees, begging that you won't leave me. But you can do so much better, please believe me. So I won't blame you if you leave me. Leave me, cause I made a promise on the day we said vows. I swore to love you and to never let you down. I told your father I'd protect you from the pain. I told your mother I would shelter you from rain. You were the only one that I have ever dreamed of. My perfect truth that I've hidden with every lie. If only I was less concerned about our future, I might have noticed you needed me by your side. And after all of those days, you kept it inside. Don't know how I missed every tear that you cried. I love you enough to let you be free, so I can't blame you, baby. It started with me, cause I loved you but left you in moments of need. We broke like a promise, too heavy to keep, and baby, it kills me lately. Cause maybe maybe I'm the reason why I don't like the person that I am when I hurt you. Cause in those moments I desert you, and I realize I don't deserve you. No, I don't deserve you, but I'm crying on my knees begging that you won't leave me. But you can do so much better, please believe me. So I won't blame you if you leave me. Leave me, cause I'm so sorry for the way things went down. You deserve a king and I'm not wearing no crown. There's tears welling up in your eyes and I'd be lying through my teeth if I told you I was surprised. What did I think? What happened after all of this time? It's like you blink and 7 years have passes you by. I wish that I could run it back and right my wrongs. Maybe you wouldn't be gone if I wasn't chasing these songs. And I spent my energy trying to actually be a better man. Lost my centerpiece and I don't think you understand what you meant to me. Our love was deeper than passion, but never loved you enough to set you free from my passion. I don't like the person that I am when I hurt you. Cause in those moments I desert you, and I realize I don't deserve you. No, I don't deserve you, but I'm crying on my knees begging that you won't leave me. But you can do so much better, please believe me. So I won't blame you if you leave me. Leave me, cause but maybe we had to break to grow. Maybe I had to lose to learn. But when I hear your name, I feel the pain and my heart still burns. Maybe this is my sacrifice. Maybe I'll love you my whole life. But I'll lay down my pride and hope you find me on the other side. I don't like the person that I am when I hurt you. Cause in those moments I desert you, and I realize I don't deserve you. No, I don't deserve you, but I'm praying on my knees begging that you won't leave me. But you can do so much better, please believe me. So I won't blame you if you leave me. Leave me, cause yeah, ba ba da ba dum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Yeah, sing it with me in 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I love myself enough to keep some space from you. You don't control me anymore. No, I'm not the old me. Now I'm my own me. I'm so aware of all the toxic things you do. So you can leave me and believe me that when you see me, I'ma be the free me. Cause I'm free, freer than I've ever been. I'll be living in my element. I won't be under your control. No, not anymore, baby. You'll see me like I'm heaven sent. I feel alive.
No longer under your control. Today, I've given thanks for many things. I also give thanks that today I no longer give in to the false programming, to the false beliefs that I used to live by, that I used to think, that used to dictate my life, because it's your programming. You know, it affects your life more than you think. It affects your subconscious, which affects everything. But I give thanks for control. I give thanks for self-control. I give thanks for self-discipline. I give thanks. You know, you can always find things to give thanks for. You know, today I was expecting a bunch of deliveries that should have came yesterday or the day before, but they didn't come until today, which is fine. I'm just happy that they're here. But then, you know, a bunch of stuff I had to set up, right? Which I would have preferred the extra time, because now it's on the last of my days off. But hey, now I have everything set up. I have everything and I have it all set up. So, and for that, I give thanks. You know, as I'm opening up the package for this new chair, you know, of course there's a left arm and a right arm, you know, L and R, but my initials, L and R. as I open up the box, I'm just thinking, thoughts that go through my mind is just, it's irony how I've been a gamer most of my life, but I've never ever bought a gaming chair for myself, ever. I've inherited a couple, but I've never gone out of my way and bought one for myself. And here I am unboxing it. It's a gaming chair, but it's not for gaming. It's for the real game, the game of life, to help others, because I've mastered this game. But I'm opening up the package, and the first thing I see, it's labeled R. I'll open up the next one. I didn't know the armrest. It was just the first ones that were there. Then the next one I pick up, an L. Then the next item I picked up, the third item I picked up, it was labeled number 10. Completion. I give thanks for the completions of the previous cycles. They were they threw me out of my comfort zone. But it was choices I made to do that, because I knew that it would lead to growth. Because I knew it's what I had to do. It's not because it's what I wanted to do. It's not because I really enjoyed. I mean, yes, it was enjoyable. I give thanks for the memories. I give thanks for the experiences. But if I had it my way, it's not the route I would have taken. I would have preferred. But gratitude. I found myself in the place that I've been holding the space for, just waiting for. The only thing that helped me keep some of my sanity some of the time was just knowing this is only temporary. This too shall pass. This is only temporary. It's where I'm at. It's not where I want to be, but it's where I'm at. And hey, I've been worse. So hey, I'm happy to be here. Glad to be here. Waking up every day, smile on my face. I'm happy to be here. You're going to embody it. And then eventually, you wake up and I really am. I truly am. Grateful for everything. But I've always been grateful for everything. As I'm finally able to take action towards steps that, plans that I've been having in my mind. But I finally allotted the space, the freedom, the ability to be able to put them into action. Sometimes we're not able to put it into action right away. But what can we do? We can perfect the plan in our mind. We can think about all the outcomes. We can set ourselves up for success. So that instead of we're just waiting for the time to what? To just get started? Or why don't we get started now? Why don't we do what we can do now? Prepare ourselves now. The more we do, I used to love to give in to the spirit of procrastination. My favorite thing to say was, the best thing about procrastinating is you always have something to do tomorrow. But you know what? But guess what? The more you get done today, the more room you have to get more done tomorrow too. That's the change in my mindset. But it's not the spirit of procrastination. That motherfucker can come back every day. Some days you gotta wake up and slay that spirit every fucking day. No, multiple times a day, sometimes. But it's the programming, it's once you change the programming, it makes it a lot easier. As I sit here and, look at the upgraded desk from a folding table, going from, just outside on a deck. It's just sitting in a real chair. I actually have some room to move around, and I got wheels to move around on. And it's like I'm looking at, the stacks of decks that I'm acquiring. And so I give thanks. I'm grateful. I'm happy. Christ consciousness. It's the first deck I opened up. Christ consciousness. The honeycombs. Sacred geometry. Perplexity. Complexity. The complexity of our minds. But also the complexity, we make things so much more complicated than it needs to be. Simply sometimes by trying to force things to make sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense because you're not meant to. Because it's not meant for you. And we're wasting our time, we're wasting our energy trying to make sense of something that's just straight nonsense to begin with. or it makes no sense for us to try to understand something before we're ready for it. But you know, it's something interesting about honey. You know, it's one of the very few food items that never perishes. You know, they used to store food in honey. You know, when they would go on trips overseas in the big ships, the cooks knew you store the food that you don't want to spoil, meats and stuff, in the honey. It preserves it. It's kind of like salt. You know, they find honey that's been in tombs for who knows how long. Still edible. It was sealed properly. Sealed properly. You know, the way that they try to cut us off from ourselves. You know, they tried to seal us off from ourselves, but they didn't do it properly. Well, it's not as if that gives the impression that there is a proper way to do it. You can never completely cut us off from source. You can never completely cut us off from ourselves. You know, you cannot cut us off from a consciousness, Christ consciousness. You can't cut that off. You can do everything to try to dumb us down and numb us down and trick us. But overall, we're the only ones that can rob ourselves out of it. You know, the power of life and death is in our tongue. Yeah, but that's something as old as time. As old as time. But yeah, this is an interesting deck. I wasn't sure what to expect with this one. So we're gonna pull a card, and it looks like it's a big booklet, and it looks like it comes with stories for him. So we're gonna pull one card, and we're gonna read the story for it, and then I got a couple more decks we're gonna open up. I'm not taking that many.
Hey Kamala, I don't know if you listening, but stop sending money and weapons. You ain't been in Michigan, we uncommitted, and how long we ain't switching positions because the whole world turned Palestinian. I see the murdered children in Gaza, and I see my babies. Life being stripped from the bombs we're making. When will Congress decide the Palestinians' life is just as precious as an Israeli's? We don't own the earth, don't own the earth. We're killing each other over some lines in the dirt. We bleed the same blood, feel the same hurt. Palestinian life, does it have the same worth? What happened to us? In our lifetime we will be free. One day when the light shines we will be free. In our lifetime we will be free. And they can bury us, but they will find out we are seeds. Of every massacre we suffered, the Nakba, Sabra, Shatila, and Rafa. My people have died a million times in the struggle, so they rise from the time.
Gonna listen to the song.
I see God himself in the eye of a refugee who'd rather die a martyr than live a life on the sea. So if I'm not allowed to say from the river to the sea, then from the Rhine to the sea, Palestine will be free. Still they know they can't shake us. $1 billion sword to the neck. Death cannot break us, and every Palestinian refugee holds a key. One day we will return, no matter how long it takes us. Lifetime we will be free. One day when the light shines we will be free. In our lifetime we will be free. And they can bury us, but they will find out we are seeds. I'm grateful to be alive. You appreciate life when you survive a genocide. Look in my eyes and tell me what you see. Ran out of tears to cry right till Palestine is free. Got a problem with a system that doesn't want us existing. Turn the city to a prison that's missing living conditions. My mom's calling, she's telling me she kinda scared. I hear the bombs falling, I smell of death up in the air. My uncle lost his children, I lost my cousins. His tears watered the grave to let him know we still love him. Our schools turn to shelters for the rich and poor. I just pray for peace when I speak, I don't wish for war. Bodies laying out, ain't nothing to play about. I give my people hope, cause I'm the first who made it out. I'm just walking the path, this is God's plan. Building up my dreams with the rubble I touch with my hands. We done woke up the world now. We know who you serve at the White House. To kids and guys on my bow right now. I'ma ride for your life like you are my child. Long live the resistance if there's something to resist. When up for you motherfuckers murdering little kids. PC for a minute, I was trying to be a bridge, but I'll never be freedom. I pleading with Zionists. World screaming free Palestine. We see the manual, we know how you colonize. You'd be surprised by how many bucks you actually really don't give when you take away the power of the almighty dollar sign. Fuck the Lord. We boycott the stores, capitalism killing us, that's something we can't afford. They want us to hate each other in the interest of war. Afraid of the mosque, get afraid of like the menorah. Hey Kamala, I don't know if you listening, but stop sending money and weapons or you ain't winning Michigan. We uncommitted and how long we ain't switching positions because the whole world turned Palestinian. I see the murdered children in Gaza and I see my babies. Life being stripped from the bombs we're making. When will Congress decide the Palestinians' life is just as precious as an Israeli's? We don't own the earth, don't own the earth. We're killing each other over some lines in the dirt. We bleed the same blood, feel the same hurt. Palestinian life doesn't have the same worth. What happened to us? What happened to us?
You know, it's, you know, I'm thankful that music like this is even coming into my existence. Yeah, I'm not thankful that situations have happened for a song like this to even be possible. But it's songs like this, it's music that actually, you know, sends messages, you know, talks about real shit. You know, not just like music nowadays in mainstream. It's all sends same intentional messages, negative. It's all part of the programming, the mindsets, to dumb us down and never talk about anything real. Never spread any awareness about anything real. Well, nothing positive at least. What a crazy time to be alive.
Living a dream, treating myself and thinking I was made to be, man. I've been drunk on myself for a while now. I got everything I want, not a single reason to find out I'm in love with me. I searched deep, found everything I want in me. When I searched deep, then I found everything I want in me. Now I'm cursedly feeling worth it, deservedly. I'm a servant of me, myself, and my purpose. My happiness free from purchase. I'm drinking on my condition, I'm sipping on my insurgents. I'm in love with me, yeah. Cause I'm charming, funny, and witty. I'm hardworking and gritty. I'm entertaining and passionate, Methodist like a grizzly. I'm mentally getting dizzy, been pondering self-worth. I've been learning how to love me and honor myself first. And I found God where it hurts, and the tears and the smile through the years of the pain with the ears of a child. I made a promise I am vow to respect myself like a child. Expect myself to be foolish, accept myself when I'm wild. I searched deep, found everything I want in me. When I searched deep and I found everything I want in me. And I've been drunk on myself for a while now. Living a dream, treating myself and thinking I was made to be, man. I've been drunk on myself for a while now. I got everything I want, not a single reason to front of I'm in love with me. I searched deep, found everything I want in me. When I searched deep and I found everything I want in me. But I don't need you to know that I'm not perfect, cause if so you might suppose knowing me's not worth it. Used to be the reason I stack skeletons in the closet. I pack them till they rotten, you couldn't see to the bottom. I broke free from that person, not perfect, but I feel purpose. Worth it and I deserve it. When I finally go on sale, I'll be first in the line of purchase. I'm searching under the surface to get to what I need worse, and I'm quenching my every thirst. I'm aware of what I deserve, never scared of putting me first. I'm embarrassed to self-cherish my arrow ain't in reverse. After years of feeling the curse, now I'm kneeling down and converting. The ceiling can't even steal me, this feeling so good it hurts. I've been drunk on myself for a while now. Living a dream, treating myself and thinking I was made to be, man. I've been drunk on myself for a while now. I got everything I want, not a single reason to front if I'm in love with me. I searched deep and found everything I want. one in me. When I search deep and I found everything.
When I search deep, I find everything I need in me. Finding everything we need inside of us. Finding everything inside of us that we need to stand up for ourselves. The courage, the strength, whatever it may be. Anything that we might feel that we're lacking, we already hold it. If we can understand that. You know, sometimes the only thing we're truly missing is, you know, alignment. You know, slight tweaks to our spiritual practices. You know what I mean? A little bit better spiritual hygiene. You know, but what's the spiritual hygiene? It's everything. It's watching what we consume with our eyes, our ears, our mouth. It's protecting our energy, guarding our energy. You know, but standing up. Look at the candle. It's the light bearers. You know, but it's the light bearers, the torch bearers, it's the generational curse breakers that our bloodlines have been waiting for. You know, the one that came to shift, not just shift, shake the whole fucking game up. Shake the whole bloodline up. Bring us back to what we've been missing. Not religion, not sin-based religion, spirituality, the individual journey that we all go on with the Most High. You know, 48 breaks down to 12. 31 breaks down to 4. The divine 12. Yeah, but they say 12, but it's really 13. The extra 1. The light. The internal flame. Everything I need in me. Everything I need in me. The internal flame that resides within all of us. The divine flame. I'm going to read the card on this one, on spiritual practice. I'm curious about that one.
If I'm gonna be the one for you, then you must let me come through so we can do what lovers do. On the move, me and you, just the two of us. Baby, make you move because if you're gonna be the one for me, I'm gonna need you to keep it true. And if I'm gonna be the one for you, then you must let me come through so we can do what lovers do.
Spiritual practice, structure and routine. You are reminded of the importance of taking time to pause and connect with your higher self and your core beliefs. A time to sort through mental clutter and noise and come back to a state of inner peace. Without a regular spiritual practice, life becomes more frantic, unfocused, and harder than it needs to be. Spending time in quiet contemplation, joyous singing, chanting, or prayer, all are recommended. It can be done alone or with others, but regularity and adding structure to your routine will bring maximum benefits of well-being. Without spiritual focus and a practice to supporting it, we can quickly lose our direction and become distracted and out of harmony, forgetting our true nature as a child of God. It also can be a way to nourish ourselves, filling up our own cup so that we can serve others better, having received what we needed first. A spiritual practice also helps us reaffirm daily what we believe and helps in our commitment to living a sacred life. It assists us on hard days when we seek help and during happy times too. Think about what you currently do to connect, offer thanks, ask for guidance, or listen to Spirit. It may be that this is a call to continuation of those actions or a suggestion to adapt or start something new. Sometimes we can say prayers on automatic pilot, reciting well-known words without much conviction. But to be conscious of every word we utter, or to think, takes prayer into a different level of communication. Meditation is also best done, not squeezed into an expectation of what you want or think it should be, but rather a gradual unfolding of what it could be, which will change and flow accordingly. Having the space to listen and to be open to what arises is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. We surrender our will into thy will and become at one with the greater universe and God. Anything done with intention is highlighted today. It could be via lighting a candle to remember a loved one, painting a mandala, doing a good deed to help another, observing silence, taking a mindful walk where every sense is alive to what wishes to be shown, or taking time to count your blessings and thank God for all you have. You may find it helpful to use tools to help still your mind, deepening your practice. These may include crystals, aromatherapy, oils, prayer books, healing tinctures, incense, and more. Setting up an altar in your home or workplace can also help create a conducive environment. Fill this with meaningful things that help you connect. Photographs, artwork, statues. These things simply act as keys to help bring you into deeper awareness, offering your senses cues that are helpful. Churches and places of worship have always been adorned with beauty. It is a way to celebrate God, but here, no middleman is needed, and you create a direct and meaningful connection that enriches you deeply. You are also reminded that spiritual practice is about how we conduct ourselves and how we live our life. To make our life a living testament to what we hold true and to honor, it is the biggest way we can demonstrate our practice every day, to live as Yeshua would. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't be the example. Put action to the words. Memorizing words are useless. Putting them to action is where it is. The universe responds to action. The universe responds to, intentions. Not just, just regurgitating memorizations, which is what it becomes, which is kind of what it was implying. We just repeat what's been kind of installed into our programming. Not to say it's wrong, all of it, but it's how we use it, how we use our words, the authority we put behind them. Stand up. Yeshua, through his ministry, had frequent occasions when he directly challenged the status quo and rulings of the day. He did so when he felt they were unjust and outdated, knowing that new times required new ways. He was not apathetic or timid. He spoke out in rational ways, triggering, although not to his intention, those who refused to listen or entertain his teaching. Right now, you may be feeling compelled to stand up for an injustice or cause that you hold dear. You may struggle to see the oppression, inequality, and poverty in our world and think, what can I do? Yet, we are all more powerful than we imagine. And when we lend our voice, presence, and support to something worthwhile, we help many. Often we wait for someone else to make the first move. But even if no one else joins you, it builds your sense of who and what you are, impacting your legacy left for future generations. Think about what troubles you. It may be environmental, political, social, or something that you have experienced firsthand. You may have been shunned, misunderstood, vilified, or judged for something you hold true. It takes bravery to speak up and to be seen. But like Yeshua, it can create waves that can lead to extraordinary change if we are brave enough to stand up. You will find there are others who share the visions of a better world. The kinship and support of being with like-minded people at this time is helpful. A gathering of your soul tribe can happen online or in person and will make you feel a sense of belonging. You may have felt quite alone and isolated, feeling as though few see the world as you do. And in truth, to be sensitive and empathetic, it is to care deeply compared to those who turn a blind eye. You are here to help make a difference, to be an advocate for light, and to not be afraid, knowing you are protected and held as you endeavor to make a positive difference. This card is also a node to unity and coming together around a centralized point, be that peace, remembrance, freedom, or something else. Solidarity, steadfastness, and being together are as one holds the promise Yeshua taught as, where two or more are gathered in my name, miracles can happen. This may also be a time when your unhealed aspects are being illuminated. This may have been stirred up by current stories in the collective media. A highlighted story can touch us and help identify a story, experience, or pain that needs to be heard and healed. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And the first chapter of John's Gospel identifies the light that you have within you and can heal anything brought out of the shadows, as well as bringing understanding and peace. Being around positive, motivated, uplifting people will also be beneficial at this time. Not those seeking to derail or thwart your path in light via words, thoughts, or deeds. It may be advisable to review the company that you keep, but if needing to be around those, for example, with draining energy via duty or responsibility, ensure you are spiritually shielded. You may be able to inspire them, but remember that we can't force or change anyone against their will. Just demonstrate loving action and change, which others can follow or not via their free will. I can't ignore the color synchronicity right there. Yet we are all more powerful than we imagine. And when we lend our voice, our presence, and our support to something worthwhile, we help many. Those words resonate for me. This message is for me. You know, it's my time and my energy that I volunteer, that I dedicate, that I give to help you guys. But it's also helping me as well in the process. It's helping me to really, I just did what I did. I don't really understand it all. I'm still trying to understand it. I'm still trying to make sense of it. And trying to relate to you as best as possible at the same time. Each one teach one. One hand wash the other, both hands wash their face. We're all learning and growing together. We're all at different levels. We're all in it together. We're all here. We're all here. We're all here. We're all here to lend a helpful hand to each other. In whichever way we can. In whichever way we can.
What I do just for you, and I do anything. Literally anything. You got my mind working in circles, searching for wedding rings, better things just to be when you're nearest part of your magic. Yeah, the world shines a little bit brighter when you inhabit. There's an energy and aura, a life force, and a virus of purity in your presence. I truly cannot describe if I'm not in my right mind. For loving you, that's fine. I'll happily be the lunatic who to hit by your side. But if love is crazy, then maybe, baby,
I like that deck.
For you. Maybe I'm insane.
Oh, you have that deck too? Yeah, I didn't even know it till it popped up under items I might want, because I already bought some other ones. I think it's because I bought this one. I just got this Biblical Tarot deck, right? And then that one popped up, and I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Did I really have the money just to spend like that? No, I probably dropped just like $500 on just the shit that I got today alone. But, I put myself in an uncomfortable situation for the last couple months, paying too much money, whatever. I dealt with it. Put me out of my comfort zone. I wasn't happy about much of the situation. But, in the process, I still was saving up. I wasn't sure for what yet. I didn't have the place yet. But, it's the steps we take now for the future. The steps we take now for the future. But look at the heart. Exposed, open. It's opening ourselves up opening ourselves up to ourself, exposing ourselves to ourself, truly, unmasked, naked. But letting it radiate out of us into everyone that we have contact with. Yeah, we're gonna open this one too, but I also we're gonna throw this one in the mix. This one is the messy truth. We're gonna bust this one out. Messy truth. Of course, right there on the bottom of the deck.
I don't need much anymore. Girl, you make it simple for a simple man to believe. You're so heavenly that you could bring peace to war. You could bring warmth to the sun or some honey to the bees. You're my everything, and that's why I love you and I need you like air in my lungs. And I lost you, girl, it cost me, baby. There is no one who compares to your words. Can't describe what I feel for you. No one else could do it. Oh, if I could turn back time, you would still be mine. So I called you to let you know that it could only be you, only be you. Guess I was blinded, but now I see the truth. I was lost in my ways until you showed me the view. God always knew that it could only be you, it could only be you. Love won't come from someone who don't want to see you thrive. So if his love is holding you down, that's not love, baby girl, that's pride. If he's holding you down inside, then love is something he won't provide. If he's holding you down inside, then love is something he won't provide. Love is patient, love is joy. Love is in the game that people play when they're lonely. So you know love is selfless, love is kind. Love is something you can only get if you wanna see somebody shine there. Isn't a thing I wouldn't do for you. I would bury my pride just to beg your fruits. If love is a verb, then let your actions show. Otherwise you gotta let them go. And you should know that love won't come from someone who don't want to see you thrive. So if a love is holding you down,
Love won't come from someone that wants to see you cry. And truth hurts. Walking away hurts. Selling yourself short hurts. Staring where you don't belong hurts. You know, reminiscing over the past. You know, we look back at the past and, you know, the positive, as well as we give thanks for it all. You know, it's the memories, the good times that we did have with the people, the places, the things that we're moving on from. We give thanks for it all. We give thanks for the memories, the experiences that will live within us always, that we carry with us always. You know, the truth hurts. It's when it's over, it's over. You know, prolonging the inevitable hurts even more than just ripping the Band-Aid off. You know, just ripping the Band-Aid off. Sometimes it's done trying to explain what people don't want to understand, much less understand. It's wasting our energy trying to explain things to people that refuse to even attempt to understand. You know, sometimes, you know, we're giving it all. We're giving it all of our energy. All of our energy. And for what? Putting all of our energy in to explain things to someone that doesn't want to hear it, that could care less. You know, and then we go home and we're you know, wondering what else we can do. What if we've done too much? What if we've done enough? What if enough is enough? What if enough is enough? You know, it's supposed to be a group effort, not a one-sided conversation. You know, talking to the void. What happens in the void? Things get sucked in, never appear again. Lost, forgotten. You know, lost but not forgotten. You know, but it's the memories. You know, some of them happy, some of them pleasant, some of them not. You know, but it's the memories nonetheless that we hold on to. Hopefully only the positive ones, because we don't deserve to suffer. And suffering is a choice. Just like healing is a choice. Doesn't make it fun, but it's a choice nonetheless. You know, it's whatever we choose. You choose. How often do we put ourselves in situations? We knowingly put ourselves in situations to disappoint ourselves. To set ourselves up for failure. To set ourselves up for disappointment. You know, people show us their true colors and we turn a blind eye. We pretend we didn't see it. They showed you. Are you going to believe your own? You know, sometimes I won't believe it until I see it with my own eyes. And then you see it with your own eyes. It's like, I didn't see it. It's... You know, being true to ourselves. You know, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. The truth pisses people off. But the truth also frees people. You know, what did I say? Oh, I need to write, that needs to be a card. So what did I say? It's, curiosity killed the cat, may have killed the cat, but it also freed the slave. You know, it's the curiosity. It's, what if I'm crazy enough to make this work? What if this is possible? What if? What if? Oh, whoa, what does it hurt to try sometimes? You know, what do you have to lose? What if? What do you have to lose? Where's my pen?
I've been thinking when I'm up late at night, it's true, but I know it's you. Yeah. You come through on nights when it don't seem right. It's just too good to be true. It's always too good to be true with you. 'Cause you had me brand new. I had plans to give you everything, girl, and I would've sold time just to get high on our memories, girl. It was me and you against the world. Baby, I loved our eyes, but it was just a facade. You let me love a mirage. If you knew that it wasn't true, girl, then why would you steal my time from me? That's why you got me up late at night. I've been thinking when I'm up late at night about you.
Up late at night.
Got me up late at night.
Up late at night thinking about you. Stalking their socials. Someone's up late at night stalking your socials. You lost me on the bottom of the deck. You know what it's given? It's given Cry Me a River. But it's given, that's what the umbrella's for. To shield me from your tears. Because it has no effect on me anymore. You know what I mean? It's given narcissists. You know what I mean? It's emotional manipulation. It's like once you've seen it one too many times, it's, you used to get drenched in the tears. Because you would embrace it. You would accept it. But then when we learn to not to accept this shitty behavior. We teach people how to treat us. We do. By what we accept. The ways that we allow people to speak to us, the way we allow people to treat us. But it all comes from a sense of our worth. All come from a sense of your worth. You're worth more than letting your clothes get drenched. You're worth more than ruining your hair you just got done. You're worth more than that. So go spend some of that energy that you're conserving on yourself, that you're using on yourself, because energy is the true currency. Use that energy, go buy yourself an umbrella. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. They hit on the bottom of the deck, too. Oh, man. Heavy in the energy. Heavy on the manipulation. Look at the drive-by in the car. The drive-by in the car. It's like seeing, is it working? Is any of it hitting you? It's like all you need is just one drop to hit you, and then maybe it'll absorb into your skin and get, trying to get under your skin. Using the emotions to get under your skin. It's like stalking social media, but it's like that's not enough. It's like that can't be true. It can't be not effective on them. I have to go see in person, and then they pull up in the car. And then it's given like the cat calling, but it's like a shield. It's like a force field. It's like no, stay back. You see in the bag, it's like this is where I keep my fucks to give. It's empty, right? It looks empty. Fresh out of fucks to give. All right, let's get the biblical tarot. Let's bust into that. My biggest insecurity is that I'm not enough for you. Yeah. I said my biggest insecurity is that I'm not enough for you. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you. I will lasso every star up in the sky. Bring them down and wrap them up. I found a way for you to fly. I will give you tenderness and empathy. See, I've been working on myself so you can have a better me. You're like a feeling in my soul. I take it all the way. I need you to be happy, and I'm happy to be yours. Plenty of fishies swimming in the deep blue sea, but I find emotions lead me always back to you and me, girl. I wanna kiss you, I wanna miss you, I want to be your everything. So optimistic, into the mystic. Show me all the flavors that your love can bring. I wanna be the one you need tonight. I wanna be the one you're holding on your pillow tight. I wanna be the one you want, you need, you think of when you sleep. And baby, I want everything between that. I love to be the one you need. I need to be the one you love. Push come to shove, I could be your drug. My biggest insecurity is that I'm not enough. I love to be the one you need. I need to be the one you love. Push come to shove, I could be your drug. My biggest insecurity is that I'm not enough. That's really interesting. So in this deck, Mary Magdalene is the high priestess. You know what's interesting? Well, I guess why I find that interesting is, well, you know why she was removed? It's, well, first off, we can't show that a woman had... We can't let people know that a woman had that type of status back then. Because if we do, then, well, Everything revolves around taking away the power from the women. Then they want to give it back in certain ways, like women's rights, which was just a scam, so they can up their way of taxing 100% of the population instead of 50%. You know, splitting the family up, and then it was just good intentions, right? But it's, you know, the fine print. It's what it actually did. It's the people behind the movements. It's deception. You know, but Mary Magdalene was very crucial in Yeshua's transformation. Now look at the skulls and the death and the rebirth of them. Of the consciousness. Christ's consciousness. It's a consciousness. Number 2. She was Yeshua's right-hand man. There's a woman, but it was a man. You know, energy. You know, it's male and female energy is in all of us. It's a fine balance of both. You know, you need to balance both. I don't like how she has the crosses in her ears, though. It's, yeah, it makes sense, because death. And then the skulls, death. All right, it's... But the open book, it's the knowledge. It's the, you know, it's the death of false programming. It's true knowledge. It's inner knowledge. It's inner wisdom. You know, they can remove Mary Magdalene from all the books. They could try to remove her from history. But you know where they can't remove her from? Our consciousnesses. Those are as old as time. Just like these monitoring spirits. As old as time. As old as time. But, you know, unlike the monitoring spirits that wither away, and their time is limited, consciousness isn't. Time in these vessels, limited. That's why we make the best of it. We make the most of it. Time in it's, you know, but our consciousness, unlimited. And that's why it's a threat for you to be able to tap into it. Because you tap into prior knowledge that you've already learned through previous lifetimes. That's a threat. Can't have you remembering. Can't have you out here remembering. Especially, hey, thank you, baby doll. Yeah, that matches too. But we can't have you out here tapping into yourself. Can't have you out here remembering who you are. Can't have you out here tapping into your junk DNA. Oh no. If it's so junk, what? It's, you know, it's... People make fun of what they don't understand. People fear what they don't understand. It's funny how we're so quick to label things as pseudoscience and this and that. It's, what are therapists? What is that? You know, we talk about witchcraft and stuff, but herbalists are, you know, they talk so much shit upon, but it's natural healing. Natural. It's not man-made witchcraft that everyone praises. False idols. Praising man, thinking they know better than God, the creator of all. Gave us a plant, an herb for everything. Yet man knows better. Only take this witchcraft. The medicine man told me I'd be good. But we all have choices. We all have free will. What we choose to do with it is up to us. What we choose to do with it is up to us. 11. Change. Transformations. Death. Rebirth. But it's also the innocence of the youth. You know, before the pollution, corruption, society. Followed by 12, playing the harp. The innocence of children. But then it's also, you know, tapped into our creativity, our soul. It's, you know, our expressions, the way that we express ourselves. Freely as children, before, you know, before we let the pollution of society get into our minds. More things for us to kill off when we get older, to work through. To work through, to fill our cups up. It's, well, it's retaining our youth, but, you know, filling our cup up with the wisdom of, you know, sometimes we go through so many trials in such a short period of time as well. Sometimes we can go through them really quick. Sometimes we signed up to go through a lot of them really quick. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming. Shit.
Tears open up the cup into the sunrise. I'm robbing tears like a top of cruise ship on the spot. And I'm giving advice and in my life I'm never trying to take. I got my own life, but I stay writing just to find an escape. Cause I'm blind as a bat, but I'm rapping as a lion in cage. Spend a lot of my time running from what I had to face. And I don't need the diagnosis, I know I am a case of up it. Got back and forth, but still up. I get in space when I get never air fly. I get in high. Now I'm from my eyes like it's a bliss, but I'll be fine when I'm on my lost voice shit. Flagging, I feel better than I did last night. Listen, I refuse to crawl through my days with your label attached. I won't fall through a phrase like a blade in my back. I don't need you to sit in a straight words wouldn't mean shit. That tornado inside my brain to stay and put till it twist. And I'm a swirling emotional shovel with every click. I bounce up and down to the crack, I swing with every tick. And I'm every shit, and there must have been some mornings I missed. Look, I wake up just to hit the snooze because the morning the bitch. She walk in the door, making me feel unimportant and shit. I can't breathe till I leave and go outdoors for a bit. And wonder why, you know, this time that I could ever forget. Stupid ass, I could I ever forget that I am. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. Rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. My blood mixes with the dirt. I smile despite the overwhelming hurt. Lay me down and kiss my wounds beneath the waters of the same room. How many angels have to die for you to cry under that Gaza sky? There is no hope for mercy. How many fathers cry themselves to sleep at night?
No, that's Palo Santo.
Kissing one last goodbye. If only I could change the rules of space and time, I would bend the light of day until freedom shines. Like sees my people rise, firm as the other root. We will survive, and when this storm is through, there will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. When I look at my grandmother's eyes, I see a life of poems and pain. Part of her soul never got on that boat, and the rest of her spirit remains in her hometown by the riverside. Get her ripple tight to the sea. Cause her body lives in America, but her heart is in Palestine. But millions of children are living in tents, trying to survive in the hellfire, but the bombing is way too intense. I seen dead bodies and shopping back so America can make sense. I can't believe this scene over when the rain's over like a rainbow, double rain over my people. Why don't you just lay me down and kiss my wounds? Lay me down and kiss my wounds. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. So why don't you just lay me down and kiss my wounds? Lay me down and kiss my wounds. I see rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. I see rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah.
You know, rainbows. Talk about rainbows. The colored jacket. Joseph's colored jacket. Look at all his brothers in the background. Plotting, scheming. Plotting and scheming on what is not theirs. Rainbows in the background. Palestine. taking what is not theirs. You know, it's that other group of people that were so kindly given something out of the kindness of people's heart, somewhere, a home, place to stay. And how did they repay the kindness shown upon them? But God wills it, right? Interesting. Jericho. Jericho's walls. People are so quick to try to defend what is stolen. People are so quick to defend what is not theirs to defend. You know, the funny thing about that is it doesn't matter how big your army is. It doesn't matter how big your walls. It doesn't matter your defenses. It will never be enough to keep what's not yours. You know, people think that they can shed enough blood and rewrite history to their liking so that it favors them. And they think that they can manipulate the facts. You can do it. It doesn't change the facts. It shows your true hand. It shows your true hand. It exposes your hand. It doesn't change shit. You know, it's interesting with that. It's the chariot, but look at the rider. It's a torchbearer. And he's carrying a book. Well, what we're getting at that is coming to shine a light on the truth. You know, and in his hand is the truth. And the light's going to expose it, you know, so you can read. Because, you know, sometimes it might be dark where you are, and you might need to get up close here. Let me make sure you can see you see the letters, you see the words? Just so nothing gets, you know, deception. People like to, you know, it looks good from back here, but once you get up a little closer, it's like, it doesn't look the same. You know, the closer you get to the truth, the more it resonates, the bolder it is sometimes, the more clear it is. Candles burning. It's, you know, it's also given kind of like clock ticking. Everything done in the dark always comes to the light. It's just a matter of time. The truth can withstand all time. You know, the truth can withstand all time. The truth shall set us free. It's like cleansing. You know, what's interesting about that too is, you know, the duality of everything. The same truth that could bring cleansing. You know, it could bring justice to those that plotted and schemed. Everything done in the dark always comes to the light.
Truthful, authentic, and raw, then the earth can exist in my palms. Say it with me. God knows I got visions for me only. I will never give up on me. I got visions for me only. I will never
thank you.
give up on me. You might find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. You might find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Yeah, look, only in the stillness of silence. silence will you find that peace and compassion exist in your mind. You're not only sufficient enough but abundant, not only sufficient enough but abundant. Only in the stillness of silence will you find the reasons for compassion and grace in your mind. You're not only sufficient enough but abundant, you're truly abundant. You will never find me lonely, and I will never give up on me, 'cause I got memories of me only. I will never give up on me. I got visions for me only. I will never give up on me. I got visions for me only. I will never give up on me. You might find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely, lonely. You might find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely. Find me alone, but you won't find me lonely, lonely. Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe I got, listen, maybe I got, look, maybe I got 5 dreams every 4 days. Wide screens but no 4K, my shot clock been ticking down. 4 days, 3 moments left to consider. One life inside of that chamber, I'm aiming right for that upper. I got 5 dreams every 4 days. Wide screens but no 4K, my shot clock been ticking down. 4 days, 3 moments left to consider. One life inside of that chamber, I'm aiming right for that upper. Maybe I'm everything I hate about rappers, more of the same. Lame chase, fame type, I just might be that. Got rid of it, I limit it, I just might be that hopeless and unlikely fact. But who's to say that down the road they will say that I became the greatest rapper. Take you can't fade the lane on this shame, I'm just saying I'm willing to feel and I could be that. I got a spiritual feeling that maybe I could be that. And if so, I wanted that, I never relax. I put my heart on this path for every track, more than I ever.
I have a spiritual feeling that I could be that. Oh man, signs and synchronicities. The spiritual feeling that I got a feeling that I could be that. It's 8-8, right? I don't know if you can see those numbers, but it's 8-8, right? But then it's also, look at how that plays out. But it's the strength, the lion's den, the pits that we're in. It's the strength, it's alignment, it's first eye on the Most High. Not Yeshua. Christ, as its consciousness, it's tapping into the Christ consciousness, the great I am that's in each and every one of us, the strength to persevere through anything and everything. But it's also, you know, our strength that's an example to others. You know, but it's the examples that we are. It's our testimonies to others. For others. You know, 8, abundance. But it's, I always, you know, energy is a true currency. You know, you can't put a price on the strength to fight your battles. So you can't put a price on it. There is no price. Can't be bought. Many are called, few are chosen. Few would willingly throw themselves in the pit. Sometimes we do, without fully realizing it. Sometimes we do, without fully realizing it. You know, but it's everything we've been through makes us who we are today. But did you die though? Did you die? It wasn't fun, but did you die? You came out stronger. You came out elevated. You ascended through it. We ascend through it. We ascend through it. Hey, thank you. You know, but it's charging through. Taking charge. Taking charge of our life. Taking charge of the tunes that we sing. You know, it's the understanding that we're responsible for it. That in one way, shape, or form, we either agreed upon it, or that there's something. It's all agreed upon. It was all orchestrated. We all had a part to play in it. Part to play in the creation of the plan. But then we forget. I wonder how long we spend trying to come up with the plans. I wonder how. I mean, time is whatever, and you know what I mean. It's only a thing here, but it's like when we're planning our missions down here. How does that go? Like, yeah, I'm assuming there's a whole board, a whole group, but then time is irrelevant. So how does it work? Do you just blink your eyes, and all of a sudden, hey, we just had a meeting for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? But at the time, it's I don't know. Those are things I don't know. I find my mind gets sucked into thinking about it. It's like trying to make sense of it, even though I know I can't make sense of it. Trying to make sense. You know, sometimes it's unbelievable. It's look at it. It's like I signed up for this again. Really? I agreed to this. I agreed to carry these burdens again. Fuck. I gotta stop doing this. You know what I mean? It feels like that sometimes. That's how it feels sometimes. But you know how I also feel sometimes? That we're perfectly guided. You know, even in our sleep. You know, but you know what I'm getting is the visions, the knowledge, the things that we download in our dreams. But it's also where we go in our dreams. Sometimes, you know, in our dream state, we go and we're out learning. We're out doing shit. Who knows? You know what I mean? We're not just staying in these vessels. We're not staying in there. And that's why a lot of times you wake up and you're still tired. It's because you were at work in the other realms. You know, your vessel needed a rest. But you really went to work in the realms that matter. But then it's integrating it in. I don't know. There's so much involved. There's so much involved. You know, there's all the planning, but then it's like, you know. But it's interesting too because it's like, with every thought has a chance, the possibility to shit you in a different timeline, a different dimension, right? But in every dimension, you know what I'd like to think about? It's that Men in Black scene where he's at the stadium. And he has the glasses, but with the glasses, he can see all the different timelines all playing out at once. Or he can tune into to different ones, right? And so they're in the stadium, they're looking around, and they see nothing. It's a vacant stadium. There's no one there, right? But he's looking through it, and it's back in, like, the monumentum time in, you know, the sports. It's, I don't know, some big event happened, right? Mickey Mantle or something like that. I don't know. But it's like everyone knew it, right? And as soon as they put the glass on, they're looking at that same timeline. It's like they could see it, and, you know what I mean? But it's like, but also in that it's, they knew exactly what they had to do to defeat him. And then he's always like, wait, is this the one where this happens in? And it's the slight little variations that changes the timeline, shifts us into different ones. Because with every thought has the possibility to shift us into different ones. But then again, with each different one, it's, okay, in this timeline, I got the lesson perfect. I got it down first time. But, you know, had I made a different decision, a different thought, that would have put me in that timeline. And in that timeline, I might have had to learn it again once or twice or 3 more times. And it's just like, but it's also, I still firmly believe that it's all divinely orchestrated. There's still a perfect plan. Everything's still going to fall exactly into place. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. Although I do still kind of feel like sometimes we can just be so completely off of all the timelines where it's like, nope, huge course correction. You're too fucking off too much. Fucking off too much. I don't know. Those are some things I think about.
I'm aware that my skin ain't fair, but if you care, you judge me on my character. The brown kid in white America. The shame is I expect to be affected by xenophobic criteria. The brown kid in white America. My doppelganger featured in the news usually causes mass hysteria. brown kid in white America. Not easy as that seems, there's no extremes, but it's everything in between when you the brown kid in white America.
Alright, have a good one, Earth Angel. What do I want to do? Yeah, you and I will reunite one day. You and I. And what I'm getting with that is our higher selves. You know, reuniting with our higher self. You know, but it's interesting too, is subconsciously we do. Subconsciously we do. It's interesting is we need to do an opposite day on everything. You know what I mean? We need to bring things hidden in our subconscious to awareness to our conscious, and we need to, you know, and vice versa. It's, you know, the reprogramming of our subconscious, the reprogramming of the false programming that no longer serves us, the false programming that has a part to play that influences every single decision and action that we make, which in turn changes every dimension that we might go into, every different timeline, right? You know, but guarding our mind, you know, taking command of the thoughts that aren't ours and commanding it out. Replacing it with positive ones. You know, if we want our spirit team to come through for us, we have to do what's required of us. We have to do what's being asked of us. We have to take the steps, you know, we have to put ourselves in discomfort, because there's the understanding that true growth happens with discomfort. Stagnancy comes with comfort. And sometimes, you know, sometimes we know when we're throwing ourselves into the bonfire. Other times we think that we're just opening up the, we think we're just opening up the wood stove. But little do we know the heat that was, you know, that was generated. Little do we know the pressure that it's under. Then all of a sudden we open it up and, you know, get hit in the fucking face with it. Like a brick wall. Opening ourselves up. Opening ourselves up. And, you know, the funny thing is, you never know what you're going to find. You know, you're never going to know what traumas might be hidden, still buried. You never know what gems might be discovered. You're never going to know if you don't look. You know, if you don't look, sometimes, you know, we'll observe things as coal. You know, labels. We're not supposed to put labels on things. But, you know, maybe under further investigation, maybe that's not a lump of coal. Maybe it's actually a diamond. But it takes, you know, investigation. It takes exploration. It takes a willingness to, well, willingness not to put labels on things too quickly. That's one of the biggest faults, is mislabeling things. Well, we label it too quick. And by labeling it too quick, in turn, we're mislabeling it. Because we're not giving it time to really show its true colors. We're not really giving it time for things to play out, for things to evolve, to see how things truly are. Because we're too quick to put labels on things. Positive as well as negative. Just labels in general.
Got me up late at night. I've been thinking when I'm up late at night.
Alright.
It's true. Speak to him, Kev.
Painting pictures more vivid than on a nice fake place. Ponder images of only your face. Writing scriptures like Christians with good intentions, cause I'm preaching about the miracles you bring me each day. If I had a penny for every time you run on my mind, I could buy anything except for your time, cause you don't even want mine. Trust me, baby, that's fine. That's why you got me up late night. I've been thinking, I've
you got me up late at night. I've been thinking when I'm up late at night about you. Yeah. Got me up late at night. I've been thinking when I'm up late at night. It's true. Yeah. You got me up late at night. I've been thinking when I'm up late at night about you, girl. Up late at night. I've been thinking when I'm up late at night. It's true. Your turn, you got me. Yeah, you got me. Just the fellas. You got me. Queens, you got me. You got me up late at night. When I'm up late at night about you. Oh, you got me up late at night. I've been thinking. When I'm up late at night, it's true, girl.
Thank you.
Who wants a fucking rubber ducky?
I want a rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. And you guys ever see that Dave Chappelle skit? The Dave Chappelle skit with Sesame Street? Oh man, they really go at it on that. They have Oscar the Grouch as like a junkie, and man, that's a trip. That whole fucking skit, that whole skit. Dave Chappelle, he was too real. He was too real. I wish they never tried to fuck him out of his deal. He was fucking. I think they just made it right with him, or something. I think I saw something like that. I hope so. The man deserves to get paid what he was promised. Is it too much to ask for what they promised him? They just didn't expect him to make that much money. They didn't expect him to be that big. They didn't expect him to be that smart either. You know what I mean? It's the message that he was spreading, and then he was keeping a lot of the profits. They didn't like that. No, you can't have that. No, you're setting a good example for other people how to fuck us. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. But that was a whole different era. TV shows were a lot different back then.
There's no finish line like Miley told you it's decline. Death is easy, cause life's a bitch. This for the people that never give in when they're stuck in the ditch. Muscles will break before they ever get stronger. Bones will stretch before they ever get longer. Only can.
Alright.
Your life is pain. Roses only ever grow from rain. You gotta suffer to ever get tougher, and life will be rougher until you discover there isn't another. Right.
It's a little premature. I don't know why I stopped the music already. We're gonna do this a cappella. How you guys doing? Where are you guys tapping in from? When Keeping It Real went wrong. Oh, that was a classic too. Oh man, I don't know why I just thought of. Remember that Oprah skit where he knocked Oprah up, and then he's laying on the couch, just like, "Ha, gotcha, bitch." He shot jabs at everyone. Got Louisiana in the house, Australia, Miami. We got the Galactic Federation up in the house. All right. What's up, Camille from Chicago, now in Iowa? To the ancestors known and unknown, Ashe. To the gods known and unknown, Ashe. All the praise, all the glory be to the Most High. Spirit, thank you for coming through. Thank you for guiding and protecting this message. Thank you for removing any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to. And so it is.
My big brother rode an Indian Scout. He was black like his jacket. American spirit hanging out of his mouth. Just like our daddy. He kick-started that bike one night and broke mama's heart. Pointed that headlight west, out where the wild things are. He'd call me up every couple of weeks from South California.
Leaving, heading to where the wild things are. Well, but it's the wild things. It's your miracles. It's your manifestations. You know, it's co-worker. It's co-author of your life. It's given the energy of leaving, marching towards walking towards, well, your dreams, your ambitions, but are also your miracles waiting for you. You know, the miracles that you were never supposed to reach. It's like they wanted your car to break down. It was intended to break down. It was intended to break down. And you know what it's given? It's given the energy of it, of, you know, your car breaks down, you leave it, and then they come right along. It's like, oh, if you're not using it, we'll just take it. Don't mind if we do. Don't mind if we do. Somebody minded. Somebody minds. More than one person. But the person that matters the most, Matt, cares. That's the Most High. Universal violation, spiritual violation. Using your free will to try to force someone else's free will to benefit you. Faith around and find out.
Hearts on fire and crazy dreams.
Built for speed, built for speed. They expected to see you broken down, given up, hitchhiking on the side of the road. That's what they thought that they were going to come back around and see you doing. You know, but so what? You broke down. Okay. You probably had a little tool bag on you, didn't you? You pulled it out. You weren't quite sure what was wrong, so you started taking everything apart till you found the problem. You put it back together. Bandaged it up just enough to get to where you need to. Just enough to where you need to. It's the understanding, I don't have to stay here. I don't have to stay in this self-imposed hell, prison. I don't have to stay here. That's for somebody.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You say you're counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can't outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my God. other. And if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. Break the chain that left you strong. From where you came into who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow your bloodline. Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you see. But that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, it's stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car. In the dead of night, on that broken road, I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow me your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred. From where you came, is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow your bloodline. Rest your tears on nature, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you lose the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred. From where you came, is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow your bloodline.
We don't have to follow. We don't have to follow in the footsteps of those that came before us if the path doesn't lead to somewhere that we know doesn't serve us well, doesn't serve our highest good. You know, redneck country. Christ consciousness. You know, it's the tithing, the true tithing of the 10% is the 10% of your brain, which most of us aren't even using the 10%. You know, it's we give up the 10%, the need to know. But it's the need to know from a worldly eyes. You know, that's why it's upside down. It's from when we look from our worldly eyes. But when we look through our first eye, you know, we see things properly. As they're always intended to be. You know, seeing things properly as they were always intended to be. Sometimes we may be intentionally looking at it wrong. Well, that's because sometimes we start to correct our vision. We start to correct our vision, and then we see a wound or something that we thought we had healed, and it comes back. And it's like, oh no, we'll just put you back right there. Pretend like we didn't see you. Seal this right back up. You know, the only way out of the storm is through it. You know, it's the things, so the biggest things that hold us, are still holding us back are the things that keep resurfacing. You know, a lot of times we think, all right, this time I'm really going to do it. And we think we do. But it's still right there. There's still some crucial pieces that we're missing to release. There's some crucial aspects of it we still need to discover. But it sucks. It sucks sitting in there. It sucks sitting in those emotions. It sucks sitting there. It's not. So you don't enjoy it, but you have to. You have to see things clearly. You have to be willing to look at everything. To look at everything objectively. You know, looking at things objectively. You know, rights and wrongs, but it's alignment with universal laws, with spiritual laws. You know, if you're trying to just stay, you know, a lot of us we're just staying aligned with man laws, with man's rules. Well, because a lot of times we don't even know about the other ones. Awareness. Maybe we all need a lot more awareness. Well, we definitely do. We definitely do. But awareness is the first step. Then it's taking action. You know, don't just talk about it, be about it. Put your money where your mouth is. That's the only way. That's what the universe responds to. Action. But action which way? We take action all the time. But which way are we heading? Are we heading up? Or are we staying where we're at? Are we going lower? Where are we at? Which way are we going? Which way do we stay thinking? Do we stay thinking positively? Do we stay searching for the lesson? Because we know when we find the lesson, we found something to give thanks for. And sometimes that's all we have. And so we just keep looking and looking and looking until we find it. Because I really want something to give thanks for this for. I know it wasn't for nothing. What was the lesson? What am I missing?
Go play, hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid, and all that benefits go. Only a shooting star. Somebody wants, ask could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yeah, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little.
Oh, you know what that was given, right? So Redneck Country Spiritual Awakening. And the song he's talking about asking, you know, it was like we could all use a little bit of change. But I was just being reminded of these videos, right? Of these people that, you know, they wait for, or it's there's a couple videos. Like some of them are people coming up to the car asking for change. Like, oh, I don't have any change, just bills. They're like, oh, I'll take bills. And then they pull out some, like, their electricity bill, their light bill. They're like, here. But it's kind of giving, like, pulling the Uno reverse card. It's like, didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Whole group of them. Whole group of them. Teaming up against you. Teaming up against you. But they didn't see you choosing yourself. They didn't see you being willing to look inward. They didn't see you facing the storm head on, not backing down. They expected you to be turning around running. Costly mistake. Costly mistake.
I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, that dog couldn't catch me. Say out. Tell me who could stop with Dre making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet, giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies Blackstreet.
Yo man, giving them eargasms. Redneck Country, but you know what that's given? It's the life that you're speaking into yourself. It's orgasmic. You know what I mean? You're being celebrated for the life that you speak into yourself. You know, staying on course, staying aligned. First eye on the Most High. Completing these motherfucking cycles. It's orgasmic. It's you know what it's also giving. It's like breaking ancestral curses. It's you know everyone's celebrating for you. It's felt through the bloodline. The curses that you're breaking, the cycles that you're completing. Yeah, you're doing it for you, but it's not just you. It's not just you. But it's not just your blessings that are going to come in as well. It's when we free these bloodlines. There's blessings that have been stacked up waiting for our bloodlines, right? Just waiting. Waiting for us to break free. Waiting for us to do what's necessary. Waiting for us. And hey, here we are. Here we are. What a time to be alive.
Knowledge by the time, baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings is a no. Let me tell you how it goes. Curves the word, spins the verb. Lovers it curves so frequent you know. Rolling with the fatness, you don't even know what the half is. You got to play, just for sure they bang to make your way. I like the way you work it, trump tight all day, every day. You know in my mind, maybe in time, baby I can get you in my ride. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up, I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up, baby. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up. Hey, that girl looks good.
Cause that's my peeps and we roll sheep, flying first class from New York City to Blackstreet. What you know about me? Now don't be off what I say. Cartier with his frame sported by my shorty. As for me, icy gleaming pinky diamond ring. We bees the baddest click up on this scene. Ain't you getting bored with these fake awards? Our shows improves, no doubt. I've been thinking so. Please excuse if I come across rude, that's just me. And that's how a player's got to be. Stay kicking game with a capital G. Ask the peoples on my block, I'm as real as can be. Word is born. Making moves never been my thing. So Teddy, pass the word to Young and Chauncey. I'll be sending the call, let's say around 3:30. Green Panther Black.
3:30. Wisdom, knowledge. Word on the block is you're a threat. The wisdom, word on the block is faith around and find the fuck out. That's for somebody.
Come. Lady in full effect. Lisa in full effect. Lady in full effect. Tamika in full effect. Lisa in full effect. Ain't nothing going on but the radio. Yeah. Play on, play it. Play on, play it. Play on, play on, play on, play on. Cause I like it. Ride. No diggity, no doubt. Yeah. Black Street Production. We out, ride. We out.
She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got new addictions for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off.
New addictions. Being addicted to higher knowledge. She'll make you take your clothes off, go dancing in the rain. It's stripping down from all mass. You know, but stripped down, unmasked. You know what it's given? It's that those videos of the guy at the gym, the guy that works there with the mop, right? The really heavy mop going around pushing around like it's just a mop, right? And then all the weightlifters making fun of him until they go and they try to move the mop and they can't even move it. Can't even move the handle. It's funny, strength. You look at the weightlifters, then you look at, someone's been working on the farm on the tractors the whole life. And look at, just strength. Some strength is strength, but not all strength is the same. It's not what you have, it's how it's how you use it. But sometimes it's, just life trains us for what's to come. Not everyone has the same trainings. Not everyone grew up working on the farm, doing all this certain shit. Not everyone did that. They work in the office. Then what do? They go to the gym. They don't hit the same. Don't hit the same. What's not the same? But comparison. Comparison's a joy killer. Comparison, jealousy, it's motherfuckers. But labels, we're not supposed to put labels on things. Labels. It's putting yourself on a pedestal. It's like, this is my position, I'm worthy of this. And it's like, you haven't done any of the work. Self-labeled. It's call me president. I identify as president. Yep, that's how I identify now, as president. So you can refer to me as president. Yep. And if you don't agree with that, you're anti-Semitic. Yep, anti-Semitic. Yep. And I should stop paying rent, because God gave me this, just 5 minutes ago. God said, this is my land. I shall no longer pay for it. It's promised to me. I'll let you know how that goes with my landlord. I don't think I can already foresee it not going very well. But it's, man. Some people are funny. Some people are real funny. No one's really laughing. Nobody's really laughing. Nobody's really laughing when the smoke clears. And you're stuck with your own fucking problems. You weren't able to shove them off on someone else. You weren't able to get someone to fight your battles for you. You weren't able to get someone to take some of your bad karma with them. Being stuck with the actions. Being stuck with the consequences of your own actions. Accountability. Who would have thunk? People still do that. Who would have thunk that still exists? But it's the once again. It was the once again part that was hitting for me. It's the once again. Here you are once again. Back on Earth. Back in this school zone. Here you are again, remembering who you are. Here you are again, standing in your motherfucking power. Here you are again, calling your power back to you. Here you are again. It's given, hello, old friend. Heidi ho, neighbor. It's like I've been here the whole time. Been here the whole time, just waiting. Just waiting for you to come outside.
Stop lying like a big break.
You know, it's Return of the Mac, but it's Return of the Gods. You know, the God in me, the God in you, the great I am. It's the remembrance. It's the Christ consciousness, the return. You know, coming back to the recognition of that, coming back to the remembrance of who you are, calling your power back to you. Standing in your motherfucking power. Embraced in your power. You know, but it's all wrapped up in the knowing of who you are. But it's all wrapped up in the knowing, the unknowing of who you are. And, you know, because you thought you knew who you were. Looking back, you don't recognize that person. Thankfully. Because look at you now. You know, all wrapped up in your own energy. All wrapped up in you. You know, it's given impenetrable. You know, weapons will be formed, but they will not prosper. You can't get through. You're using dull blades. You can't get through. Can't get through. Mixed signals. Trying to get through. Trying to break through. And it's given, it's, you know, knowing it's over, but not accepting it. It's living under a false illusion. Waiting for things to finally fall down. And that's what it's going to take for things to finally fall all the way down. Yeah, but when the smoke clears, you're still standing. That's for somebody.
Stay by my side. What really hurt me is I broke your heart, baby. You were a good girl and I had no right. I really wanna make things right, 'cause without
All right, I am gonna wrap this one up right there. But I would like to thank everyone for tapping in. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your gifts, and thank you for the exchange of energy. That's what it is. All the likes, the shares, the comments, the gifts. It's an exchange of energy. You know, I'm giving you guys my time, my energy. You know, I'm investing into it constantly, into giving back to you guys. And you know, everything doesn't go unnoticed. And I appreciate you guys. So, until next time.